Now let's focus on the issue that brought you here. Take this shield. It's our standard issue, and it'll keep you safe. But there are ways to make it better.
Thanks, bro. That's the teleport button. So, nice. Now we have a shield. I wonder if we can smack things with it. The weight of everything feels just right. Like it's got some stabilizer to it, right? It's like I'm sitting here and my hand's not shaking like you see a lot of early VR games. It's got some stabilizing to it. And when I move, you can see just a little bit of a sluggishness. So it gives it some weight, but also it doesn't feel like you're fighting it the whole time like some games do. Like there's some really big budget games that do not handle as well as this one does. So, you know, applause. I love it. It's not super difficult, but it's fun. Plays very well. All right. Let's see if there's any more loots around here. Combat in VR. I mean, it's like there's a ton of shooting games in VR, and I know there's a good many melee games also, but I love the melee games. Like free exercise and a good time. And this one's not like completely wearing me out either, so. What's this? Stuff and things. My favorite.
Missed the mark. I feel it in my heart. Today, I didn't win.
Welcome back. I am a friendly pest. Today I am playing DrakkenRidge. Playing this natively on a MetaQuest 3, recording it natively on a MetaQuest 3. Today is going to be a good day because I am moderately excited for this game. From the developer Garage Collective. They made Stones of Harloth, which I also liked and want to go back and finish. Just kind of like this developer style. This is like an RPG action game, but in VR. So I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to kick off and get started. I actually just tried to start, and I had an issue with the camera. So I'm going to start again. I didn't get very far, so it's still going to be pretty raw. Let's get started. Let's go. Okay, here we are. There's a boat out there, which even though I just played this little section a minute ago, I did not notice the boat. So, game has an interesting art style, kind of low poly and low resolution textures. I think it works, but it is kind of, I don't know exactly what the word is. It's kind of in your face a little bit with the low resolution textures. We use the left thumbsticks to walk. You can play this sitting or standing. You can turn this belt on or off. Got this little book here with quest information, kind of a map thing going on, recent quests, pretty good. Nice inventory system where we can put stuff and things where we want stuff and things to be. The destinations go in the grimoire. Yeah, pretty basic stuff. We can click the right stick, push in like, R3, I think they call it, to jump. Barely made it. Or you can hold X, which is the front button on the left controller, to teleport. A little NPC dialogue here.
Welcome to Skull Island, Hunter. We brought you here for a routine mission. The settlement of Brinestall has been overrun by smugglers. What are they smuggling? It's your mission to find out. Introduce yourself to the guard captain. He will fill you in the specifics. And don't forget to collect your sword on the crate nearby. Chances are, you will need weapons.
Okay. I like this. The way the sword works, if I let go of grip, the sword just goes away. which I know it's nice to stow things and draw them and stuff, but also just pulling grip to have this out is pretty nice. And you can see what weapon you have selected on your wrist. So assuming we get other weapons later, just grab the grip, it's right there. Not a bad system at all. We'll get going. Raise your sword to parry an attack, then your sword does more damage. Kind of like it. I have noticed when your target glows blue, they are indomitable. Parry to remove their combat buff. I assume that means I can't hurt them. There we go, beautiful. I got nicked there. I have noticed the enemies kind of open with sort of the same attack every time. I don't know if that's always going to be the case, but it's been my experience so far. So it doesn't look like you can throw. I find the combat pretty satisfying so far, not going to lie. But I love sword fighting in VR. It's like, that's why I love the boxing game so much in VR. Melee combat in VR is just so good. Nice skybox. Actually, really is. It's a really nice skybox. Left cliffs, right Brindstall. That ghost guy told me to go there. I'm supposed to figure out what they're smuggling. So I'm going to hope that I get an opportunity to explore this later, but for now, I'm going to stay on the intended path. These are kind of raw first impressions. We're almost to the point where my camera quit working before. We're going to see how this goes. It's all great. But you can see the models are kind of like super low poly, and then also the texture resolution is very low, which is definitely a vibe. So if you're not into it, I understand. I kind of like it. And also, you know, for performance reasons, I think it's pretty good. And you can tell the game's running decently so far. I've noticed some stutters here and there, but I'm not using the Quest Game Optimizer and I'm recording natively, so your mileage may vary. But it's not running bad. Until, like, you know, Quest 4 comes out. We just gotta take what we can get when it comes to native game performance. Grab the ether leaf plant to harvest it, add it to the pouch on your belt to store it for later use. I like the inventory system. It's like very convenient. You can just get this back out later. Really good. Meet the guard captain in town, so pretty easy to follow. I don't know if you can change pages and stuff. I haven't got that far. I dig it. I'm having a good time with it, which is a good feeling because it's been a little while since I found a game that I was kind of excited about. And even though this game's like relatively simple, I love the idea. I love the vibe. Rook Halvard. There's no like text bubble for me to grab. Standing there kind of angrily. What's this? Train with throwing knives. Get a bullseye to earn XP. In combat, a headshot will kill most enemies outright. What am I supposed to train it against? This post? Those throw okay. Can I pouch them? I can pocket them. That's pretty cool. Oops. Can I get that out of there? I think I can. Yeah. So now we got some throwing knives we can grab too, which is pretty cool. Something happened. I still got to keep my knives though. You know, I like the music also. That looks pretty good. What's your name, friend? Leroy Cutter. Let's see what Leroy Cutter has to say.
Hi there. You are the new hunter they sent to help us? My cousin is a fisherman and usually stays in a little shack north of here. But I haven't seen him in a few days. Can you check on him and see if he's alright?
Equip the book from your belt. Follow the star on the map. Huh. Grab tabs to turn page. Alchemy, blacksmithing. So we got different, there's the side quest. So the purple ribbon is the side quest. Leroy Cutter, seek out Butcher's friend or whatever brother. And then the red ribbon is the main quest. Green as blank. And then this kind of orange color is blacksmithing and alchemy. So we're going to stay on the main quest for now, but at least we learned how to use our journal a bit. This must be the guard captain. Captain Aldrich.
Hi. The mage order said you'd be arriving. Why don't you take your things to the inn? I think you'll be with us for a while. Once you're settled in, come back and we can discuss the matter at hand.
Well, alright. Press A to open weapon inventory. The image on your wrist displays the active weapon. So that is the lower button on the right-hand controller. Press A to open and close weapon inventory. So you can just pick different weapons to be stored there, and when you grip, it's present. So that's not bad. I kind of want to go do the side quest. So we're going to do that real quick. Wow, that's a long way. We'll come back to that. I'm not going to travel that far right now. We're going to the inn. So you just use the door handle to teleport you inside. Open the menu to adjust controls. I didn't get to read all of that. Nice. Let's take it in for a moment. I like the music. I like the kind of smoky atmosphere. What is your name? Isla Green.
My husband is hard at work repairing Breinstall's palisades, but he can be easily distracted. He forgot his bag of supplies, so he'll run short any minute now. Can you bring them to him? I'll rummage through his unused stuff and see if I can find anything as a reward for your time.
Okay, so we got another side quest. Keep that in mind. Bring supplies to the palisades in town. She didn't really give me anything, so maybe it's just a... Is this the thing? So I must have the quest item now. Carlotta.
Hello, traveler. We've been waiting for you. Your room is upstairs and has already been paid for. There's even a magic portal, courtesy of the mage order. No idea where it goes. I didn't try and find out.
Okay. I think the voice acting is actually decent. You can tell it's indie dev quality stuff, but seems pretty good. Look at that. Grab the portal and pull yourself through. Do we want to do that? I want to see what's in here first. It doesn't say what this is, but it's mine. Nothing else in here. Wow, that's over there. Let's looks like a health pot, you know, by video game rules. So we'll just teleport back over. We're gonna see what's in here. We are in the Mage's Order. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, and I apologize, this game was $20 US, which if it's good, well worth. That's a pretty fair price for VR games.
I see you found the portal. While the inn will provide all the basic comforts, this lair is your training space. Use it to meditate, train new skills, and craft new potions and gear.
Great. Store regents in this chest for later use. What's this? What's this, bro?
This is the alchemy lab. See this recipe on the table? Grab it. It will teach you how to make a simple health potion. Collect the nearby ingredients, position them on the slots, and give the pot a good stir to make a potion.
We're going to make our own health potion. So first we grab the recipe. Forage 2 ether leaf and grab a vial. Add to the cauldron and stir. So these stack, which is nice. These stack too, I assume. I'm gonna have to no, those don't. Okay. So first, our base regent is that, I guess. Oops. We made a health potion. That went fairly well. I wonder if the recipes stay up there, or I have to like select them individually later from a menu or something. I don't know. Let's see what else is in here. I'm actually not much of an RPG guy, which is weird because like Witcher 3 is probably my second favorite game ever. But if I seem a little like off on some of the terminology, it's because mostly I've played first-person shooters and action games through my life. But I still like it. Greetings.
This is the Forge. During your adventures, you will come across recipes that will allow you to enhance your gear. Enhancements can be crafted here as well, once you have the correct materials.
Pretty good. Now, 10 bullets, combined elements, use the hammer. Possibly mightier than a sword, definitely more than a pin. Bullet recipe. Arrow recipe. Combine elements, use hammer. So, I don't have any ingredients. Can I store these? I can. I cannot. I cannot. I don't know if it's the base ingredient or not. Is my recipe on the wall? It is. So, I need like... It looks like nails and like some string to me, which is hard to tell. And that's like some kind of ore. I don't see these other elements. So I don't know if I can actually craft any of this stuff. That's okay. We'll look around real quick. I'm probably being real dumb. I apologize if I'm being dumb. What's this? Block an attack to gain your first buff. Deal damage, defeat foes to earn more buffs. Melee buffs. Receiving damage will remove buffs. This is okay. I dig it. I think I could figure this out. It takes me a while to learn this stuff for some reason.
This portal will allow you to travel back to the inn at any time. Use it to resume your adventures.
Okay. Thank you. So far, I like what it's putting down. You know what I mean? So anytime we can come back here and go there, make stuff and things, it's all good. This inn, by the way, is called the Saltwater Inn, apparently. I don't know if you can see it well, but in the top left corner of my screen, I've got like health, mana, and there's a ring and a number, which I don't know what that means. We've got 2 side quests and a main quest. We're doing good. All right. I really like the little bird just being a 2D sprite that changes its scaling as it moves around. That's pretty clever.
I know you've been sent to help with our smuggler problem, but right now I have a more pressing matter. We've had several Fisk Radar raids, often to the west. The settlement guards are stretched thin. Can you go and give them a hand while I manage things here?
I guess so. So, we're going to go west and south, and then while we're out, we'll do some of these other side quests, probably. When we get done with all that stuff and make it back, that'll be a good first impressions video. So, what's this? Another side quest? Hey, bro. Rory Green.
Huh? Oh, thank you. My wife must have sent you, right? Yeah, I can be pretty forgetful sometimes, but mark my words, these walls will be sturdier than ever soon.
I think I accidentally completed a side quest there. Now that you have delivered the supplies to Tobin, return to the inn and speak with Isla. So we'll deal with that when we get back. I'm gonna have to pay attention to names because there wasn't like really any indication that he was one of the quest people outside of the fact I could tell he had a quest, right? I'm gonna have to pay more attention to names. Like, I'm trying, but I'm dumb. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, like, just looking around, I'm not really gonna walk all that far travel quite a bit of distance on my map. I think the map scaling is pretty small. At least for this first island. What was that? What the heck's going on over here? You outsmarted you. Get the caster, huh? Defeated them with great skill. So that was the main quest. Look at them. The animations are pretty good, really. Can we climb this? We can. Nothing up there, though. Nobody has anything to say. We'll do our side quest while we're out here. So I think I need to go that way and then cut west. I assume there'll be a path. We'll find out. Can't loot any of the bags or anything. I have to, let's check our settings real quick, huh? Ooh, you can grab weapons from shoulder. Let's try it just to try it. We want sprint to be toggled instead of holding it. Screen fade on teleport not necessary. We can adjust our height right there, and we can turn on dialogue subtitles. We're going to go ahead and do that. I apologize for not having it on prior. So I feel pretty good about that. You can also customize your controls, which I'm going to leave it alone. Clicking the right thumbstick to jump feels a little unnatural to me. So now I can't just grip to pull my sword. I have to shoulder it. And that works pretty well, actually. So we'll leave that be. Should have checked the settings before I got started. I'm not crazy about the click to jump, but I don't want to change it to A, which would be my normal choice, because that brings up my little inventory here that's pretty handy. So, navigate. The toggle sprint is much better. Find that holding down a stick, clicking it and holding it, pretty uncomfortable. And it stays toggled even if you stop running, which is pretty handy. Our little number in the top left above health is up to apparently 11. And I really don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm picking up. Maybe it's the stars I'm picking up. Maybe I can use those for something later. Carl Fisher.
Ah, I bet my cousin sent you. He was right to do so. I've been spending the last few days battling fisk ratters trying to steal my fish. See? Over there. You seem better equipped than me to deal with them.
Alright, very well. Picking up that silver star didn't affect that number in the top left. They had a decent range of... Oh my goodness. Let's go, bro. Not bad. Not bad. Kind of fun. I love that about VR, man. You got some plucky little indie devs that come up with some stuff.
Thanks. I hope they learned their lesson. We haven't had an issue with fisk ratters in a long time. Please let the guards know, back at Brindstall. Hopefully they could start patrolling here to protect me.
Was this the side quest I was supposed to come here for? Head back to town, tell Leroy Cutter that you helped his cousin. Speak to Rook Halvard. And yeah, we're doing good. I don't know why I gotta go Rook Halvard. It's all good. Let's head back. This is going great. This game has like other combat in it. I'm assuming it has magic, but I know it's got ranged combat as well. What's that? Oh, there's some of this ether leaf or whatever it's called. Yeah. Better grab that. More throwing knives. I completely forgot about my throwing knives. Should have tested them out. Thank you. $13 up there now. I'm gonna do the side stuff before I come back to Captain Aldred. Took care of it, bro.
I knew something was off. Thanks for helping him. Take this health potion. It's not much, but it'll help you in a pinch.
Well, that's a terrible reward. Pull the trigger while holding it to restore your health.
When I patrol outside the village up the hill, I always hear a strange humming sound. I'm stuck on guard here, but could you go and see what could be causing it?
Where's he talking about? Find the singing room atop the hill and report back to Rook Halvard. Outside the village on top of a hill. I don't have a marker, so evidently that's just something I have to find. We can assume it's up there. Let's just check real quick. He was like, I've been within feet of it 30 times. I just never had a chance to go look. Now I'm too busy standing here. If you could go check it out. You go look at that huge pillar in the distance that I've just never made it to. What do we have here, huh? What did that do? Pretty good. Pretty good. Overall, pretty happy with it. Like, little things play well on it, like this steep hill. In a lot of games, you'd be stuck on that and trying to stutter over it. You know what I mean? Like, most of my hits that I feel like should land are landing. It's an indie game, so expectations need to be kind of in line with that. But also, I'm having a good time. It's pretty cool. I want to see where it goes. This, good first impression. I'll probably do a series on this. Hopefully, you guys enjoy that. Let me know. But I'm probably going to play it because this is pretty good so far. Exactly what I thought it was going to be, and kind of exactly what I wanted it to be.
A singing rune?
Uh-huh.
How strange.
Indeed.
Thanks for putting my mind at ease. By the way, you look different. Stronger, maybe.
Perhaps so. I'm going to do the side quest in there before we come back to the captain. Just want to wrap them all up, you know? Kind of have frequent loading screens going in and out of the inns and stuff, going to the Magus Guild thing, but they're pretty quick, so it's not so bad. Your posture's horrendous.
Protecting Brine Stall is the work of everyone. Seems I'm in the business of running the supplies. Anyway, here's a bunch of stuff he hasn't touched for months. He won't miss it. Maybe you can use it as crafting materials.
Just giving away bro stuff. I don't know what this is, but it's mine. So she didn't. Oh. Nice. She didn't give me much. Okay. She's just staying here slouching while we go back out. It's all good. Horrendous posture. Absolutely horrendous. And I know, poor posture. Greetings.
Good job. We won't have to worry about them for the moment. Now let's focus on the issue that brought you here. Take this shield. It's our standard issue, and it'll keep you safe. But there are ways to make it better.
Thanks, bro. That's the teleport button. So, nice. Now we have a shield. I wonder if we can smack things with it. The weight of everything feels just right. Like it's got some stabilizer to it, right? It's like I'm sitting here and my hand's not shaking like you see a lot of early VR games. It's got some stabilizing to it. And when I move, you can see just a little bit of a sluggishness. So it gives it some weight, but also it doesn't feel like you're fighting it the whole time like some games do. Like there's some really big budget games that do not handle as well as this one does. So, you know, applause.
Here's a recipe to reinforce it. You'll need some wood, some nails, and bits of rope for the materials. To collect those, go search the shipwreck to the northeast. Plenty for you to scavenge there. Come back when you have everything.
Northeast. I mean, that's not east. But I think it's where I'm supposed to go. We'll check this out. I kind of want to find a good stopping point in the video, and I think right before the game gives me something is not necessarily a great point to stop. So we'll play just a little bit longer. I don't want the video to be too long either. What you got there, bro? You are not friendly. So I'm going to move my health pots. Like silly as it is, I'm going to put them over here on the left where I can like reach for them very awkwardly. And I'm going to put all my crafting materials on the right where I don't need regular access, but I'll be able to reach much more conveniently. I'm not going to do that. I got to move everything because if I need a health pot, I'll never be able to get it on that side. There we go. I wonder if there's a way to pull like the whole stack instead of one at a time, but that still went pretty well. I might try to put something over my shoulder and see if it automatically stows. I bet it won't. I love it. It's not super difficult, but it's fun. Plays very well. Alright, let's see if there's any more loots around here. Feel like we got it all. Just in case, let's take one more lap around this boat. The shield, like, mentally, I was still fighting as if I only had a sword until the second opponent there, and I remembered, oh yeah, I have a shield, I can use my shield. And I started bringing that more into play, and that was satisfying. Melee combat in VR. I mean, it's Like, there's a ton of shooting games in VR, and I know there's a good many melee games also, but I love the melee games. Like, free exercise and a good time. And this one's not, like, completely wearing me out either, so... What's this? Stuff and things. My favorite. Alright. I wonder if I'll have to go back to, like, my mage guild to craft the upgrade on the shield. I did the thing.
Perfect. Your lair should have all the tools you need to upgrade the shield. Show me the improved version once you're done.
Unfortunately, to get to the lair, I have to load in here, run upstairs, and load in there. Unless there's a different way to get there. But once we get this upgraded and get back to the guy, we'll probably call that a good stopping point. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this, if you want to see more of it. I'm probably going to play more of it anyway. I just want to know if you guys want to see it. You know what I mean? I don't want to make stuff that you guys don't want to see. Okay. What is that? Do we get some free mats just for coming back? I like that. That's like motivation to come here every now and then. I want to collect all this stuff before I get started, just so I know what I have. I don't have any ranged equipment, so there's no reason for me to craft the bullets or arrows. So we're going to combine the shield with 3 of the little rope and nail things. So first thing, I assume, is this is the base region. Don't want the book. 1, 2, 3. We've improved our shield. Still wood and metal, but sturdier, and with a better paint job. Very important. If you're going to save the world, you need to look good while you do so. We're not going to make any arrows or bullets. Once again, forgot I had throwing knives, so I apologize for that. So we did what we want to do here. I don't think I'm going to... I better make some health pots, because I can only carry 10 of these ether leaf plants in a stack. Fortunately, is that one special? So I want to make sure I can keep my stack good. Come here, spoon. We're going to do one more just because I struggled with the spoon and I want to completely understand how I'm supposed to use this silly spoon here. So, yeah, just giving it a stir works best. The spoon kind of gets stuck on the bowl, which is sort of janky, but, oops. Good enough. Good enough. I'm happy. Let's go. We got better shield. Can't grab it for some reason. Oh, it's unselected. I don't know how it got unselected or deselected, but it's all good. I just noticed the door in there had like a number on it. It appeared to have a number. It could be a glyph, like a rune. And I still have that 22 now above my health and mana. So I don't know if that correlates in any way. You have another quest?
With the frequent Fiskradder raids and skirmishes with smugglers, the guards have been doing double duty lately. They're exhausted and need to be cared for. I prepared 4 vials of soup. Can you deliver them to our hungry soldiers, please?
Delicious vials of soup. Wonder where those go. So these, like, collect food from the innkeeper, deliver it to the guards on duty. Doesn't say where to go, so they might just be right out here. That's okay. We're gonna... Come on, door. We'll talk to the guard captain and we'll call it for now.
Looks good. And now that you're better armed, I want you to check out a cave to the north. Something fishy's going on up there. Maybe smuggling? While you're doing that, I'll investigate why the Fisk Riders are ramping up their attacks.
Okay, nice for you to participate. We're gonna stop here. That must be a hungry guard. But we're gonna stop here. Pick it back up next time. I enjoyed this. Looking forward to playing it more. It feels good to play in all the ways I want it to feel good to play, and it's like within expectations for a smaller project from a small developer. I like it. I like the music. I like the voice acting. I enjoy the combat. I'm looking forward to what other mechanics are added in here when they go to add range and perhaps magic, etc. Pretty good. This has been DrakkenRidge, running natively on a MetaQuest 3, recorded natively on a MetaQuest 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Probably put it up Friday. But whenever you find this video, hopefully it finds you well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this tiny channel. Have a nice day.
My flesh